we are finally done with the Final Destination franchise. I already reviewed every movie, ranked the movies, did my top 10 favorite kills. That was subjectively. This is objectively. We're looking at the top 10 best, most pointed kills of the franchise. So, we're going to be looking at how bloody the kill is, how believable the kill is, how creative the kill is, how surprising the kill is, and how scary the kill is. Each category can get from 0 to 5 points, but there should be no zeros in any of these because these are the best. So, without further ado, at number 10 is Rory from Final Destination 2. He gets trifurcated with a wire fence. So, 3 points for how bloody it is. This is actually my favorite kill of the movie, by the way. 3 favorite movie of the franchise, anyways, but now it's only at number 10. But, whatever, it's still made it on the list. 3 points for how bloody it is. It's a little bloody. 4 points for believability, not all 5. Just because I don't think that explosion would make the fence go super flying through the air for that long. So, 3 points for how creative this is, though. That is pretty creative. 3 points for how surprising it is. It's a little surprising, and 2 points for how scary it is. It's a little scary. And for any kills that have the same amount of points, I just picked which ones I like better. So, because there are a lot of 16 points. At number 9 is Sam from Final Destination 5. He gets burned on the plane from the first one. Surprise prequel. 2 points for how bloody it is. It's a little bloody. 5 points for believability, though, because he burns, and there's no way he's surviving that high up in the air. 3 points for how creative it is. It's a little creative, being burned. No, 2 points. Wrong one. 2 points for how creative it is. It's a little creative. 2 points for how surprising it is, because, everyone dies at the end of this film. At the end of these films. But 5 points for how scary it is. That being burned to death is super scary. So, Sam comes out to a total of 16 points at number 9. Number 8 is Dennis from Final Destination 5. He gets a tool in his eyes/head. So 5 points for how bloody it is. 2 points for how believable it is. Just because it shouldn't have really fell like that or something. I don't really know what made it go flying. 3 points for how creative it is. That's pretty creative. 3 points for how surprising it is. Because, they're saying, oh, who's next? Who's next? And then it kills Dennis. I'm like, oh, shit. It was Dennis. No shit, boy. And 3 points for how scary it is. That's very scary. Dennis comes out to a total of 16 points at number 8. Number 7 is Terry from Final Destination, the first one. She gets hit by a bus, one of the best jump scares in horror movie history. 2 points for how bloody it is, because blood goes on to everyone. 5 points for how believable it is, though. 1 point for how creative it is, just because it's just her getting hit by a bus. That's not too creative. 5 points for how surprising it is, though. I mean, they actually had to have a chill scene right after it, because audience freaked out at first test screenings. They had to have Alex and Clear actually making calming drinks to calm everyone down. And 3 points for how scary it is. That's pretty scary. Terry comes out to a total of 16 points. 16 at number 7. Number 6 is Lewis from Final Destination 3. He gets his head crushed by weights. So, 3 points for how bloody it is. It's pretty bloody. 5 points for how believable it is, though. His head just gets crushed by the weights. 2 points for how creative it is only, just because it's only a head getting crushed. 3 points for how surprising it is. You don't expect that. And 2 points for how scary it is. That is a little scary. So Lewis comes out to a total of 16 points at number 6. Number 5 is Candace from Final Destination 5. She is on the high bar. Powder gets spilled, gets in her eyes. She can't see, so she falls and her legs go across her body. So, 2 points for how bloody it is. Surprisingly, it's not that bloody. There is some blood, but not, like, a lot. 3 points for how believable it is. It doesn't seem like she would actually die from that. I don't think that would have enough force to fold her legs that much. 5 points for how creative it is, though. I've never seen a kill like that, of being folded over like that, so 5 points for that. 3 points for how surprising it is. It's the first individual kill of the movie. You kind of expect she will die. 3 points for how scary it is. That is actually pretty scary, though. So, Candace comes out to a total of 16 points at number 5. Number 4 is Andy from The Final Destination. He gets diced in a huge fence. So, 3 points for how bloody it is. There is some blood. 5 points for believability, though, because, yeah, he's gonna die from that. 5 points for how creative it is, because getting diced in a fence, I've never seen a kill like that before that I can think of, so that is pretty creative. 2 points for how surprising it is. I mean, you expect he will die. And then 2 points for how scary it is. It's a little scary. So Andy comes out to a total of 17 points at number 4. Number 3 is Frankie from Final Destination 3. So he gets his head chopped up by a car engine in the back of his head. So 3 points for how bloody it is. It's pretty bloody. 5 points for believability, because that will obviously kill him. 3 points for how creative it is. It's a little creative, getting your head chopped up by a car engine. That's a little creative. 3 points for how surprising it is. It's kind of surprising. And 3 points for how scary it is. It is pretty scary. So Frankie comes out to a total of 17 points at number 3. Number 2 is Hunt from The Final Destination. He gets his insides sucked throughout his butthole by a pool pump. So, 4 points for how bloody it is, not all 5, just because I think it could have been a little more bloody. 4 points for how believable it is. I don't think he would die from having his insides sucked out. I think he probably should have died from drowning, because it seemed like he was in there for a long time. 5 points for how creative it is, though. Having your insides sucked through your butt by a pool pump is creative. Never seen a kill like that before. 2 points for how surprising it is. He's a dick in a horror movie. In a Final Destination movie. Of course he's gonna die. 3 points for how scary it is. With drowning and then with potentially drowning and having your insides sucked out is very scary. So Hunt comes out to a total of 18 points at number 2. But the number 1 best, most pointed kill of the Final Destination franchise is, I don't know, drum roll, Isaac from Final Destination 5. He gets his head crushed by a Buddha statue. So, and he also falls off the table with pins in him. But it's mainly the Buddha statue. So, 5 points for how bloody it is. It is very bloody. 5 points for how believable it is. Of course he's going to die from that. His head gets crushed. 3 points for how creative it is. It's kind of crushing, but it also does help with the pins in his body. A little creative. 3 points for how surprising it is. Not all 5, just because, again, he's a sleazebag in a horror movie, and he was on death's list, so he's kind of gonna die. And then 4 points for how scary it is. Getting your head crushed by a Buddha statue and those pins in his body, that is very scary. So, Isaac comes out to a total of 20 points as the number 1 best, most pointed Final Destination franchise kill. So, thanks for watching.